Today I'd like to create a short video discussing an interesting mystery that I stumbled across a few years ago while doing area history research. It's something that's been on my mind and I've been looking into over the last few years, but I'm still left with more questions than answers. It involves my hometown of Holbrook, formerly known as Burton's Bend, first settled by Isaac Ben Burton, who opened a trading post there near the present-day town site in 1870, the first permanent settlement in Furnas County. Isaac Ben Burton first saw the area in 1862 while on an exploration trip out of Fort McPherson, where he was working as a saddler for the cavalry at the time. Liking the area, he returned 8 years later in 1870 and established a trading post near the mouth of the Deer Creek where it empties into the Republican River. The trading post was a log cabin they built. They traded primarily in dried buffalo meat, sugar, flour, hay, and corn, as well as guns and ammunition, supplying those killing off the last of the great buffalo herds. A post office was established in August of 1872, and Furnas County was organized in February of 1873. The mystery begins during the 1869 General Carr Expedition from Fort McPherson down to the Republican, Sapa, and Beaver Valleys, which was intended to drive out most of the remaining Native Americans at that time. Both sides of my family homesteaded near the Holbrook area in 1873 and 1883, respectively. Ben Burton's log cabin and trading post stood until the 1935 Republican River flood washed it away. The general whereabouts of the log cabin are known, and it is said to have existed near the current mouth of Deer Creek. This is also confirmed by the land patents listed under Isaac Ben Burton. The Journal of the 1869 Carr Expedition mentions two existing structures at that time, one of them being Sapa Peak, which I've covered in one of my previous videos. The second being an old log stockade that was approximately where the Fort McPherson Trail came into the Republican River Valley. This trail followed in between Medicine and Deer Creeks, coming into the Republican River Valley approximately 1 mile west of Holbrook, where there still exists a historical marker today along Highway 6 and 34. This is where I would expect the log stockade to have been, which was old and decaying already at that time in 1869, and its origins and builders were unknown. I began looking at old maps trying to find any indication of an old log stockade or structure. When looking at the original 1870 survey for Burton's Bend precinct, I was shocked to find something totally different. The thing that caught my eye on the original survey was that there was no Deer Creek labeled on the map. It was instead called Stinking Water Creek, and instead of flowing into the Republican east of town like it currently does, it is shown as flowing into the Republican River approximately 1 mile west of town, almost at the exact spot of the Fort McPherson Trail marker along Highway 6 and 34, just to the east of it. The course change of the creek itself is not unbelievable, as many creeks and rivers have changed their course drastically over the years, especially during large flooding events. Some places along the Republican River had their course changed up to 1 mile in the 1935 flood alone. However, I've never heard of the reference to Stinking Water Creek, and neither has nearly anyone else around this area. I've also been unable to find reference to Stinking Water Creek in any area newspaper archives. Only references to a creek of the same name north of Culbertson. When comparing the course of Holbrook's Stinking Water Creek to that of the current satellite imagery of the area, it does seem to be a match and not an inaccuracy. What's more confusing is that on the expeditions prior to the original survey, it was referred to as Deer Creek as well. The biggest mystery is that the course that Stinking Water Creek is said to have taken into the Republican River in the original 1870 survey cuts through a 50-foot high ridge just east of the Fort McPherson Trail marker and north of Highway 6 and 34. I've been intrigued by this area and this ridge over the last few years, often wondering how such a thickly wooded area came to be and avoided falling victim to the plow all these years. Armed with this new information, it all seemed to make sense. Maybe this ridge and this hill lied along an ancient creek bed, long forgotten. However, now there were even more mysteries. Normally, old creek beds and river channels are very easy to spot and make sense. This one made no sense, as now it is occupied by a huge ridge that seems impossible to cut through. In my opinion, there are only two possible answers to this mystery. The original survey seems to be too accurate and too precise to simply be that blatant of an error in the course of Deer Creek, otherwise known as Stinking Creek at the time. The first possible explanation is that the old creek bed changed course after the year 1870, and the area has become severely silted in from some large-scale destructive event that has been erased from our history. However, this hypothesis does not hold under the fact that multiple expeditions had boots on the ground creating detailed maps of the area before the survey was said to have been done. And the location of Burton's trading post seems to have confirmed that in the year 1870, that Deer Creek did indeed flow into the Republican River on the east side of Holbrook. The second and more likely explanation, in my opinion, is that this and many of the other original surveys were actually older, reproduced, or copies of even older maps from before that year, from before the year 1870, and could be much, much older. Again, I have more questions than answers, and I think I will leave it at that. And lastly, I will leave you with some additional footage of the area of the Fort McPherson trail marker, the course of Stinking Water Creek, as well as other footage, drone footage of the Norwegian Lutheran Church and Simon's Cabin, both of which that still stand 1 to 2 miles upstream along Deer Creek, as the first settlements along Deer Creek were settled by Norwegian Lutherans.
Tonto, riding the pinto, trying to chase a Lone Ranger down. I'm a little unraveled, but I'm still in the saddle, crying your name out to the clouds. Hey ya, hey ya. Why don't you meet me back at the teepee? We'll lay down by the campfire. There in the dark night, we'll smoke a peace pipe, forget about who's wrong or right. Hey ya, hey ya. It was a big showdown, oh yeah, we stood our ground, shut out the lights, it got a little crazy. I don't wanna see us go the way of the buffalo. Don't wanna have another Wild West show. Hey ya, hey ya. Only forgiveness will finally end this. There won't be a witness if we both fall. There's never a hero in a battle of ego. There's never a winner of the quick draw. Hey ya, hey ya. It was a big showdown, oh yeah, we stood our ground, shut out the lights, it got a little crazy. Don't wanna see us go the way of the buffalo. set. It was a big showdown, oh yeah, we stood our ground, shot out the lights, it got a little crazy. I don't wanna see us go the way of the buffalo. Don't wanna have another Wild West show. Hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya. I'm feeling like Tonto, riding a Pinto, trying to chase the Lone Ranger down.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like times like these that make me say, yeah. Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brain control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the price of my day. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more friends I meet, more like you. Yeah, not to put the fire with the big highlight. I'm on an island by my lonesome stranded. Low key and staying candid. Reflect on all the things I try my hand at. Search for the equation to persuasions I'm used to. Finding comfort in the zones of clouds and bones I get loose to. A mountain is Fontaine. Spinning in monsoon and grinning is high octane. Explosive how I came. Rolling down the hills cause life's a hassle. Encircled by my folly like a moat around the castle. Stay afloat. Catch a second wind. Thin is the air I breathe. Teary-eyed nose running. Wipe the snot on my sleeve. I'm calling on the Savior to be all that I need. Please forgive me my behavior. Have me lost in light speed. Times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brain control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the price of my day. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more friends I meet, more like you. Try not to put the fire with the things I like me like.
The fear of never falling in love, and the tears after losing the feelings of what you thought love was. Like the dirt still up under the rug.
My life be like,
Bad characteristics covered in Christ's blood. The joy of new birth and the pain of growing up. The bliss between giving my all and giving up. The highs and lows, paths and roads I chose in the cold I froze. Trying to ease my woes in this world of sin. Close too thin to fit, so the God I send. Words of help to win. And grumbling so deep letters could never express. So the sounds of ooh ah beneath my breath.
my life be like times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brain control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the price of my day. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more friends I meet, more like you. Try not to put the fire with the things I do. Like
My life be like ooh ah ooh, dum dum diddy. Here come that boy from the capital city. Last up on the Chris new ditty, but 8 bars of the truth will do. I believe there's a bride that's stunning, and I believe in the kingdom coming. I believe if you seek the truth, you don't need to look far, cause it's gonna find you. So why, oh why do I trip and stumble? And ooh ah's commitment crumbles. I can't believe that I'm here again.
my life be like times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brain control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the price of my day. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more friends I meet, more like you. Try not to put the fire with the things I like. Be like times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brain control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the price of my day. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more friends I meet, more like you. Try not to put the fire with the things I like. Be like my life be like, my life be like, my life be like, my life be like. supply. But God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in his shoes. 'Cause then you really might know what it's like to sing the blues. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Mary got pregnant from a kid named Tom, said he was in love. Said, don't worry about a thing, baby doll, I'm the man you've been dreaming of. But 3 months later, he said he won't date or return her call. And she swear, goddamn, if you find that man cutting off his balls. And then she heads for the clinic and she gets some static walking through the door. They call her a killer and they call her a sinner and they call her a whore.
Met a man on the street last night, said his name was Jesus. Met a man on the street last night. Thought he was crazy till I watched him heal a blind man. I watched him heal a blind man. Now I see, yeah. I live this life until this life won't let me live here anymore. Then I will walk, yes I will walk with patience through that open door. I have no fears, angels follow me wherever I may go. I live this life till this life won't let me live here anymore. Met a girl in a chair with wheels, but no one else would see her. Met a girl in a chair with wheels. Everyone was so afraid to even look down on her, and she just spread her little wings and flew away. Yeah, I'll live this life until this life won't let me live here anymore. Then I will walk, yes I will walk with patience through that open door. I have no fears, angels follow me wherever I may go. I live this life till this life won't let me live here anymore. Live here anymore. Met a kid on a bridge last night, contemplating freedom. Met a kid on a bridge last night, and he said, I'm tired of this maddening life, and I'm ready to go meet Jesus. I said, he's a friend of mine, met him just last night, and it's alright, yeah. It's alright, yeah. I live this life until this life won't let me live here anymore. Then I will walk, yes I will walk with patience through that open door. I have no fears, angels follow me wherever I may go. I live this life till this life won't let me live here anymore. Oh, live here Met a man on the street last night, said his name was Jesus. Met a man on the street last night.